Good morning, folks. This is Jill from Blue Boot Outdoors, and I'm out here at the Morgan Territory Regional Preserve to do a 1.7 mile hike. It's just before 9 in the morning, and it's supposed to be fairly hot, but it is not that yet. There is wind, so I apologize for wind noise if it comes up. We're gonna just take a nice easy trail here. Well, there might be some elevation change here. It might be not quite as easy as I'm used to, but I do have my owl trail map on, so it will tell me if I get off track. Got some plants that we're gonna look for today. And oh, that sun coming out from behind the skies is just amazing. I just finally put my first video up on YouTube a few days ago. It has 16 views as of last night, which I'm actually okay with since that's more people than I told about it. So, thank you, YouTube. Here we have an oak tree. I'm not sure whether that's going to be a valley oak, which I don't know if it's a tree or a shrub actually, or a blue oak, so maybe I can figure that out. So let's look here. We have very deeply lobed oaky leaves, no spikes to speak of at all. The acorns, I've got one right here. The acorn is long and pointy. The cap that it just came out of is kind of acorn cap shaped. If we look at the bark on this tree, it is not, whoa, wind, papery, I think. So I'm gonna just meander. We'll take another look if we can find a similar. This is actually a lollipop trail, I call them, where there's a section at the beginning and end that is the same, and we will have a small loop. Alright, so one of the things we look for in oaks is whether the inside of the acorn hull is hairy. I would not call that hairy. I would call that remarkably unhairy. So, we'll see. I have to say that the road getting up to this hike was quite sketchy. I'm not sure I would recommend it for the faint of heart. It's not gravel. I mean, it's perfectly well paved, but it's just narrow. And the shoulder is not always a shoulder you'd want to pull off on to let somebody by. I can tell you that you can pass because I passed several big trucks on the way in, but it doesn't look like you should be able to put two cars next to each other on the road as you're driving up it. That I can tell you for sure. take some pictures. Look at that. I passed a bunch of very rural farms. It was a long road coming in too. I don't know how long, but it took me like 15 minutes off of the freeway, maybe more. That is fabulous. Oh, sunshine. Hoping to get this video out a little bit quicker than the last one. I learned a lot when I processed that through. I actually have different settings happening on this video because I didn't like the shakiness of my turns. So when I went like this to show you all the view, on the last one it was quite jittery. So hopefully have a nice smooth view of that little 360 turn. Just checking to make sure that you're paying attention. You seem to be. Pulled into the parking lot here about maybe 8:15, 8:30, something like that. Fussed around with my camera gear for a little while, and while I was doing that, a couple of people came in, but still, I think we're gonna have this trail to ourselves, pretty much. All right, let's check this out. I think we have a great little companion planting here. I'm gonna get my phone out. Let's take some video of this too. The wind here is crazy. I really hope you can hear me. I believe what we have here is a blue oak and a coast live oak. So I'm gonna see if I can't get some more details of that. Let's see. Right. So I'm looking here at the leaves. Of this oak. They are flat. They're not pointy at all. We have a little bit of color change happening. Very lovely, actually. We look at the, oh, I have an oak gall up there. I'll show you that later. We look at the bark. Oops, pardon me. That's your view of the tree bark in there. There's your gall. That is not a fruit. That is an insect gall. Let's see. There are several of them. One thing I do not see on this particular tree is any acorns. see if we can ID it anyways. I know that the three that I was expecting to see out here were the valley oak, the blue oak, which I believe this is, and the coast live oak. If that tree would hold still, this would work better. Alright. Now let's, oh, I'm not sure if I'm blocking your way, GoPro. Let's take another one. This one over here has those cupped leaves. They're very, they're sharp, they're spiky. They're strikingly convex. And I think that's really the determining feature. These are small. They don't have very pronounced lobes, but you can see that the edges have little prickles at the edge of veins. I am not seeing acorns on this one either. And if we get in to look at the bark here, oops, pardon me. You can see that it's much smoother. There it is. And by these teeny little trees that I just showed you here, side by side, there's this big huge one. That one appears to have the leaves of the blue oak. That's beautiful. Well, that was fun. Two of our plants that I was looking for out of the way right off the bat. There's a ton of them down here. When I was planning this hike, I was looking for a place that wasn't just brown, dry grass. First hike I looked at and considered was exactly that. I'm glad I decided to do this, although it is chilly, which is weird. Looks like I am supposed to go up here. Yep, through this gate. There's a big old tree that is completely dead, half standing, half not. Let's see, that is the Condor Trail, which is the one I'm supposed to be on. Looks like there is sometimes a creek through here, or at least mud. There certainly isn't anything even remotely resembling that right now. We have had a little bit of rain in California. It is beginning of October. We've had a few mornings with rain, but not ever very much or very long. It's last time just about the renewal effects of being out in the, I don't know if you'd exactly call this wilderness, but it's, especially since I'm walking through a field of cow patties right now. It's as wilderness as I can get, and as such, I love it. Well, my finely tuned outdoor tracking tells me, in my vast experience, that there have been cows through here recently. I'm not going to poke my fingers into the poop to see how fresh it is, because A, that's gross, and B, I'm not hungry. Cool big bird over there. See if it comes any closer. Nope. Oh, wow. Coming across sunlit hills in the distance over there. Oh. And now a view of Mount Diablo. Alright. I was not sure about this place coming up that sketchy. Ooh, and there's deer down there. See, do you see those deer? See if I can get some photos of them. So between deer and this awesome view of Mount Diablo in the background, this is quite a lovely vantage point. Hi, bud. I'm not gonna bother you. Don't worry. Hey. You guys see him? It's right down in the valley there. Fantastic. One thing I'm not sure about is my exposure on this video. I hope it's good. I have my new polarizing filter, which hopefully will get rid of that sun flare. Alright, this deer knows I'm here. Just casually walking along. Getting closer. That little guy's got some antlers. That's cool. Pardon me, I'm gonna cut here for a minute and check my settings. Alright, I just changed my settings up a little bit. Let's see if we can get a picture of me. Ooh, not so much. It's a little dark out down here. This is a beautiful hike. I have never been here before. I only found it because I was looking for stuff that was relatively easy and under 2 miles, and I just was browsing around on all trails. I told you guys about this in the last video. Just look at a map system like that. All trails, Gaia GPS. There's probably a million of them out there. I was just, oop, you lost me. Facing back into the sun. I was just looking around. They have ratings from other people who've taken these trails. I was looking for highly rated, short, easy hikes. I gotta take my husband here. He's gonna love it. Alright, talk to you later. Well, I'll keep talking to you. See you later. Alright, both cameras just took a tumble, but I think we're still alright. I think that your microphone is shielded from the wind by my body here. We'll see. Huh. That's not an oak. I just can't help it. There's awesome views everywhere on this trail. Oh, I see some manzanita or madrone down there. That's one of the things I was looking for. Oh, here's some too. Alright. Let's see if I can get closer. This is a manzanita bush. Don't see any berries, but I think it will be a big berry manzanita species. What, I don't know the Latin name. Oops. So let's see. So manzanita, the wind is like blowing me over. Manzanita is cool and easy to identify for beginners because of this bright red bark, right? So just like madrones, the bark peels. Whoa, there goes my hat. These leaves are I'm blowing around way too fast for these videos. Alright, I gotta get off of this hill. There we go. I am happy to have a windproof fleece on. I don't actually usually wear this jacket, but it is perfect for today. Oh, cool. We're going into a grove here. Check out this cool red bark. These are very big manzanita. Technically, they're bushes, I think. But look at this. Makes me think of bonsai with the dead wood and the live wood, like junipers. Lovely. Well, we just got back from our first family camping trip, and since my oldest was a tiny baby, so 9 years, 8 years, something like that. It almost went great. If you want to know more about it, go ahead and check out my blog, which is at bluebootoutdoors.com. I'm able to post more content there because these videos just take so long to process. So I am developing a pattern of sometimes videos, sometimes blogs, and more detail for sure in the written stuff. So especially about the plants. If you want to see my little quick write-ups of the plants I'm able to ID from this hike, head on over. Blue Boot Outdoors. We are resolved to try the camping trip again soon. And it really did go almost fantastic. And then yours truly got tired and made a very bad decision at the end. So you'll have to go to the blog to check it out. Lots of oak here. I'll say this trail is fairly easy, but it's not sort of the wide stroller accessible path of some of the other hikes on my list. So just so you know. Now that I'm down off the side of the hill there, I'm in a little protected valley. All of a sudden the wind is above me and I'm getting warm. I may have to take off my jacket here in a few. Here's a cool site that I'll have to take some photos of. The sun is just peeking out over these rocks. I hope I'm getting better at keeping my camera out of the GoPro frame. Oh, that's sweet. There's a little archway here. Wow. The sunlight on that manzanita bush is pretty incredible right now. Well, once again, iNaturalist delivered on its promise. I often go to iNaturalist and filter for the park I'm going to be in. You can tell it a location, and then I filter it for plants. And lately, I'm also filtering it by month, so plus or minus 1 month. So in October, I have checked off September, October, November. And what that gives me is what plants other people have noticed at this time of year. It doesn't always give me photos of the plants at this time of year, but it does tell me that people have made observations in these months. And I find that a little bit of reading about the plants ahead of time makes it easier to come out here and talk like I know about these things. But look at this. This one I've known about since I was a teeny kid. Not sure where the frame is there, but boy, these little curly cues of peeling red bark. It's just amazing. That's so cool. They look painted. Let's see if we can get a better video of the manzanita now that we're out of the wind here. All right. So red bark is very simple ovate leaves, and it's very rambly appearance, especially with the mix of live and dead on one tree. I don't know if that's typical, but I'm sure seeing it a lot. So this is manzanita, and I believe, and I don't have the berries to confirm, but I believe this is going to be what's called the big berry manzanita. And you can see while we call these bushes, they're big. This one from ground to tip is probably what, 20 feet? So I don't know. Do we call them trees? I think they deserve trees. Although they're all prostrate. Not all of them, but they tend to do that. So yeah, there you are. Manzanita. These are native plants. The berries are edible, although some folks will tell you they're not actually very tasty. They're often used to make like a lemonade type drink, so mixed with water and sugar. Oh, that's gorgeous. Sorry, I got distracted by the light. The light on this cool thing. No, I want photos, not videos. Come here. Oh, that's awesome. The longer I'm out here, the more I feel myself just taking deep breaths, relaxing. Cool view down what's clearly a occasional creek bed. Down the other side. Right, out into the open again. Okay, so we're at the end of the stick of the lollipop, and we are Gonna do a loop, so it looks like we're gonna come back down that way. I'm gonna head this way to start. Let's see, we've come about 0.6 miles. The wind is so strong that I can actually hear the wood creaking in these trees. It's pretty cool. I don't know where this trail came from or where it's going, but clearly it is connected to a road somewhere, because this is way more of a road, and I actually see tire tracks. Oh look, we're not going to come back down this road. Okay, so I'm actually going on the east side, or on my map, the right side of this loop. That's why we bring maps, folks. Plants are relatively the same, but this trail has a lot of very dramatically different vistas. From walking on the side of the mountain to down in that cool little valley amidst all those rocks, crossing a dry creek bed, now into wide open flat space on top of the hill. And while I saw 3 people in the parking lot, I have not seen a single person on this trail. Now, granted, it's early on a weekday morning, but still. On a lot of the trails I have access to with just a half an hour or an hour's drive, even at this time, there would be others around. Love this texture on the oak trees. So deep on these old ones that it's just the evidence of age. Nope, I missed a turn. Thank you very much, All Trails. Yep, I see horse prints. Oh, there's a very, very faint trail going off here. I was looking and I didn't see anything. There's no marker. Alright. I've got to adjust my straps a little bit, folks. Alright, I hope that works. Look at this beauty. There's a very cool manzanita over tree that deserves some photos. Look at that. This guy looks old. That size of that trunk is crazy. Look at this. Manzanita burlwood. That's cool. Wow. Alright, I'm going to take some video of this one too, so that you guys can see the details. Look at that. Sunlight on manzanita. That's crazy awesome. Here's the burl I was talking about. I would not say this is your typical manzanita tree. I would say that this is one of the grandfathers. It's just amazing. Here are these simple leaves with the bases, that are oval. They come to a little bit of a tip. This tells me it's not the Mount Diablo, but I'm not sure if I can get closer than that. We'll see what our naturalist says. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Come on, focus. All right. Well, that was worth the sketchy drive just by itself. There you go. For comparison, this little tiny one. This one has much bigger leaves. Hello, Manzanita. We've been admiring you and your species. There's another beauty. Wow. There's one in the back that's crazy big again. I'm not going to go in there and disturb stuff, but this is spectacular. You are absolutely going to see this hike again, folks. Let's see what this hike looks like in every season, shall we? Here's some more cool bark. I don't know what this guy is. I have no idea what this guy is as I'm taking these pictures, but it's very cool. It's got these tiny little needle-like leaves. I bet you it's going to be fairly easy to identify once I get back to my computer. But gotta love this multicolored peeling bark. Lovely. taking pictures. Help. Pardon me, sir. It's October, so it's spooky tree season. There's some cool ones out here, even in the bright daylight. Here's a couple of berries. They're old and dry, but they're there. They're not actually berries. Technically, they're palms, which is the same as an apple. Has to do with the flesh and the structure of how the thing is made, but you know, as long as you know it's like an apple or a pear, I think you get what I'm talking about. Cool. Alright, well, we just blew through my first battery. Probably gonna need some more of those. I've only got 2. We've been going for about an hour and 16 minutes, so that's not too shabby for battery life. Oops, you're not supposed to be pointing that way. Check that guy out. Well, here's another vista. I'm going to turn around and go into the sun here, I think. Let's take some pictures first before I change. Alright, here we go, back to the side of the cliff too. I don't know if you can see, but we're looking at the top of these bushes. And on this side, we're looking at rocks. So we are back to a cliffside or a hillside trail. Wow, and it's amazing. Here's another view, same side of the mountain. There's Mount Diablo. It's a super cool looking rock sticking out of the side of the hill too. That's awesome. I can't wait to bring the family out here. Here we are at the edge. Oh, hey, I think we... No. No, I don't think so. I am looking for a vine out here today. I'm looking for the California grape, but it shouldn't be all dried up like this yet. I don't think. I could be wrong. We are, after all, in the midst of a huge drought. Alright, I'm going to take off my jacket. This is going to be a process. Hold your horses. Fade to black. Alright, that's more comfortable. And here we go. We're a little bit more than halfway here, I think. Oh, there's a lot of poop right there. Not sure why you thought you should know that, but there you go. Uh-oh. Is this all trails? No. Oh. I see here some evidence of one of the plants we were looking for. This is the leaf from, oops, come on, a wavy leaf soap plant. Clearly, they are done for the year, but it's super distinctive and awesome. Wavy leaf soap plant. Oh, sorry about that. This is pretty. So what I'm seeing in terms of the poop, which I told you about before, looks like little dog poop. But I don't really think that there's anybody running around with that many little dogs out here that would be so cavalier about letting them poop on the trail. So I'm gonna go with coyote. Alright. Stepping over the possibly coyote poop. Cool rock. Apparently I have cell service again. I didn't for a while, but now I'm getting spam text, so Oh well. This rock is just huge. It's clearly that this is the whole like mountain. I just had a momentary feeling like I was touching the heart of California here with this rock. Holy crud. I'm glad I turned around. You see that? That's amazing. Everything's amazing. It's an amazing sort of day. I don't want to power off. No, thank you. Hello, Manzanitas. Alright, I think we're coming back down to the big meadow. I did pass one couple on the trail. They said that they'd seen some longhorn cattle. We'll see if they're around here. I don't see or hear any right now. Although I do see their sign. I said in a previous video that may or may not be published. Now that I'm an outdoors person, outdoor YouTuber, I get to call poop sign. I think that's hilarious. Alright, we're about to close the loop here and meet up with the in and out path. Hey look, there's an outhouse up here. That's handy. While I am tempted to go use it, I think I can wait to the parking lot. The facilities here are fairly basic. They're pit toilets, not flush toilets. The parking lot is huge. There is like a ranger station or I don't know, there's like a residence there, so somebody takes care of this place. The only really sketchy part has been that drive-in. I'm gonna double check, but I think this is my road home. There we go. Yes, it is. So I have a little bit more than half a mile to go, and it's going to be gorgeous. I have no doubt about that. But that puts me right at about 2 miles, and my legs are feeling it. They're not horribly sore, but my calves are letting me know they've been doing some work. Oh, wow. That madrone is extra cool because all of the dead wood on that twisted trunk has lichen on it, so it's like sage green and red instead of blacks and grays and red. Did see one other of the plants that I had noticed but not pegged as a target for this hike at the beginning, so I'll show you that when we get there. It's a odd sort of mullein. I'm used to mullein being a really tall spike plant. This is not that. I'll show you that in a few minutes. Boys and girls, do not carve your names into beautiful trees. Come on. Don't really understand how you can get out here half mile into this beautiful area and think that's a good idea. Of course, I may be rather older than those who did that. Alright, this was all in shade when we came through here. The sun was just breaking over the hill. And now, it is definitely dappled sunshine. Here's my little arch. And I suppose you could call this the big arch. Alright, that's the first time I've been winded on this trek. Coming from down there. Okay. Well, I believe that was the top of the hill. Now we're gonna find that hillside path again where we saw the deer earlier. Probably have to take some more pictures of the mountain here, just in case the light is different enough to make this a better shot than the one I took half an hour ago. Maybe an hour ago, I don't know. Doesn't matter, that's the beauty. This path is pretty dusty in parts, and I'm enjoying looking at the tracks, most of which are from shoes. But there's definitely dogs. I've seen deer and horses. And I've seen some smaller dogs, which may or may not be the coyotes that I believe to be here. Kind of cool. You can see the parking lot. The mullein I told you about is right up close to it, so stick with me, kids. Oh, I found the horses. No, those are not horses. I found the cows. Hi, cows. Yeah, I'll see how I can get around you. Might have to take some pictures if that's alright. Don't really want to zoom in there. We'll get some more when we get in the shade. I think we'll take this side path here. I know they are theoretically domesticated, and I've never had a problem with them. But boy, they're big. So I'll just be very clear that I'm not really a threat. Because they're literally like hanging out at the gate to the trail. Hey guys. And I see that you are guys. Let's see how I can get around in the least threatening way possible, shall we? It's alright. I'm not gonna do anything. But this tree's in my way. Oops. One guy over there is just staring at me. It's alright. Oops. Ouch. Can I take another picture? You got some babies with you, I see. I'm no threat. No threat to you or your babies. Chill out. I definitely see who's in charge down there. I should probably get you out of here so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, he's chilling out. There's my cows. Let's see. Yep, there they are. We're gonna try to just casually pass by them. They're watching me, but they're not facing me anymore. When I first came around the bend, that guy in the back was pretty much just staring at me, seeing where I was going to go. They probably think I'm coming down here to open that gate and let them through. Sorry guys, that's not what I'm doing. Alright, now, the question is, do I go for that gate down there? I'm going to just come down the hill a little and see what they do. Is this alright with you guys? Oops, dropped my phone. Alright, I'm going to just come through this little gate over here that my little human hands can manage and your big bovine hooves cannot. Okay? I'm not coming too close, I promise. Just right here. You guys have a good day. Alright. Gotta say, I'm a little bit more comfortable with our situation at this point. Hello. How are you? You are beautiful. And this is a thing that we definitely encounter in our East Bay parks. Most of our parkland is also ranged land. Can I see the babies? Will that upset anybody? I see Mama over there. Most of these, oh no, I see a couple of cows. Actually, these are all cows. Hey Mama. Hey. Can I get some still photos of you guys too? Here, I'm gonna turn around, put this back. There. I don't want a selfie, thank you. Oh, here's some more coming. So what do you guys like about this area? What's so good about this area, huh? Hey babies. How are ya? Hey calves. There's another mama and calf coming down here right now. Hey guys. You're quite pretty, I gotta tell ya. You're pretty little cows. Holy mackerel, there's the one, oh my gosh, the longhorn is coming down the path now. I think we'll take a couple of pictures and then skedaddle. Hi! All the babies are super interested. Grown-ups are like, yeah, come on kids. That's enough. I want to get this longhorn though. Holy crap. He's got... I'm going to have to go sideways to get his horns. You know, if he disapproves of this, that barbed wire is not going to stop him for long. I love the head nod that he's got going on there. Hey big guy, you are, you know, big. And I have to say, you have the most impressive horns of anything I've seen this close. Really, you do. So let's get a bunch of pictures now. Yep, see, she likes your horns too. You're like, yeah, I know. Look at that. These guys hanging out, munching. Yeah, this guy is coming over like, excuse me, hi. Holy mackerel, you're huge. Are you friendly? You look, you know, huge. Can't really discern friendly or not from that face. Yeah? Okay, now you're talking. Alright, I'm leaving. It was nice to see you. He's making these little low grunt sounds. I don't know if you can hear it, but I believe I've been asked to vacate the premises. And I will do so. Well, that was awesome. I'm sure glad he wasn't there when I first came around the bend. Ooh, that would not have been a great experience for my sort of solo get out for a weekday morning hike. He's still making noises. I don't know if they're angry noises. I don't speak cow. Oh look, there's a bunch of more cows over there. Maybe he's just talking to them. Under the tree in the saddle over there is another collection. Alright, well, you know, as a YouTuber, I'm supposed to have like teasers for the end, and boy, that's a good one. You won't believe what's blocking my path home. What do you think? No? Yeah, I'm not really a dramatic sort. That bull had been there when I came around the corner, I'd be trying to climb through this barbed wire right now. Alright, here we are back at the front. There's Mullen are right up here around the corner. You can see that there are some picnic benches. What appears to be a horse trough. A couple of outbuildings. Oh, I think this is cool. We have not seen this tree before. Yeah. Check this out. Let's get a video here on the other video. Alright, we're looking at this guy right now. You can see he's got these long compound alternate pinnate, so it's pinnate, which means it's got leaflets coming out on each side, but alternate means that they're coming out staggered from each other. And these telltale fruits here. Hello. I think so. So these leaves are pretty distinctive on a tree of this size, but those fruits are what really do it for you. Let's get a better exposure here. I'm gonna come around to the other side of the tree so I'm not shooting into the sun. Alright. Alright. So we have pinnately compound leaves. They are alternate pinnate, so the leaflets come out staggered from each other. They're not, oh, look at that. Sometimes they're nearly opposite. That's a surprise. We've got these collections, sometimes solitary fruit. Maybe inside that fruit. Let's see if I can find one that's already down. Here's my bark shot. Bark of this tree. Here's a better leaf shot. No? There we go. Let's see. Out in the sunshine. We'll get a better leaf shot. Here we go. You're going to get seasick if I don't alter this. So alternate. The leaflets themselves are lanceolate. The fruits may be clustered, may not be. They're all terminal on the ends of these shoots. Globular, which is the way botanists say ball-shaped. Come on, they're balls. Globular, who knows? Alright, you might have to take my word for it because I'm not sure I can get the covering off of here. But in the middle of that, if I were a more patient woman, in the middle of that you would see a walnut. This is black walnut. Pretty cool. And it's windy. You're gonna have to look this one up. Black walnut. And then the mullein that I've been promising you was over here. I think this is the mullein. Let's see if we can get a good shot of it. This is right next to the water fountain. So that is why it is here, I am sure. I'm gonna tilt you down, GoPro. This is the thing. I think it's this weird form of prostrate. I mean, weird to me, obviously. I don't like to call you weird, little plant. Prostrate mullein. It's got fuzzy, almost deltoid, but not quite, leaves. Slow down. So let's get a couple of still shots too. Get some stem shots. It's spiny in there. It's a little spiny there. You got some spines, I see. Alright. Well, you guys, this was a spectacular, unexpectedly spectacular hike. I loved it. I loved it. I can't wait to take my kids and my husband out here. They are also going to love it. We did not see any mountain lions or rattlesnakes, which is lovely. We did see some cattle. Don't touch or pet them. Come on. People, they're huge. Of course don't do that. And I am going to call it here. Here we are. Morgan Territory Regional Preserve. That was awesome, everybody. Talk to you later.